Do you think that playing it safe is the most viable strategy in a tournament?
So for now I'd say yes, but like we need to balance out the kill points as well. That's all that matters right now.
Okay, but do you think playing it safely is the coolest way to play a tournament? DRS Gaming did not start off as a team with greatness written all over them. They have evolved into the team that they are now. They gained pace when the PMPL fall split came around, where they performed well and got second place in the South Asia Regional Finals. They got $20,000 and a spot in the PMGC 2020. However, in PMGC, they found out that they needed something more than that. Ever since PMGC, they worked hard, put in the hours and went through a very steep learning curve to get better faster than anyone else. They came up with a new formula for success and used that to win the PMPL Season 3 finals. What's their recipe for success? Let's find out. If you take a close look at the achievements of DRS Gaming, you will find that they consistently finish in the top 5 almost every match to secure the placement points for themselves, owing to their strategy of minimizing risk and trying to stay alive for as long as possible. DRS Gaming is one such team that does this job really well, but there's a lot more to them than swimming to trophies. This strategy poses a high requirement on mutual understanding among teammates and a clear mind with a great amount of understanding of the game. Luckily for them, their IGL, Mafia Ninja, happens to be one of the best IGLs in the entire pro scene. He has extreme clarity of all the rotations and game scenarios and gives clear callouts in each scenario as to what the team wants to do, whether it be in fight or flight. However, one must keep in mind that it is never easy to really maintain stably good achievements in a professional tournament, as all the competitors are too fierce to let them stay safe. So how does DRS deal with this? Let's take a closer look at their drop patterns and gameplay. They like to drop in large uncontested cities on the far ends of the map, like Yasnaya in Erangel, Nia Lakavi in Sandhawk, and Minas del Valle or La Cobreria in Miramar. Because these areas of the map are towards the outer edges and fairly isolated, it helps them to loot and rotate safely by default. Once they do move on from their drop, their utmost priority is to take a good position for the end zones. They don't start a lot of early fights until they really feel it's a favorable one or they are compelled to do so. Mafia Ninja comes to here as the IGL with his consistency in securing them a spot. In fact, Mafia Ninja even holds the record in PMPL South Asia Finals for the highest average individual survival time out of all the players at 21 minutes. This shows exactly how good he is at keeping himself and his team up until the very end. DRS Gaming managed to obtain stably good results even with extremely competitive rivals because they are fully aware of target prioritization. They are very good at identifying which team poses the greatest threat and attacking which team will net them the highest advantage. They took a total of 4 chicken dinners in the PMPL South Asia Finals, out of which 3 came in Erangel and 1 in Miramar. On the first day of the finals itself, they got 2 chicken dinners in Erangel. This shows their dominance in Erangel as a map and how they know each rotation on the map to the dot. This is what came through when the last match of the PMPL South Asia Finals, which finished so dramatically, also happened to be in Erangel. This is probably their most iconic win. To show that they prioritize targets, in the final match of the PMPL South Asia Finals, DRS were neck and neck with Zeus for the top spot till the very last moment. DRS is extremely meticulous in prioritizing targets. They had lost all players except for one, Nima, who was left in the water to survive as long as he could. They had assessed that they did not need to brag to get the trophy, but only outlive Zeus and secure a better position. And this is exactly what Nima did, as he just waited and waited and waited in the water while all the other teams slaughtered each other. He secured second place for his team by just playing the waiting game, and DRS got the crown by just a margin of 2 points. That's the smartest way to clinch the tournament.
A top 3 placing.
I think they've done it.
I think they've done it. They've taken everyone out at DRS.
Oh,
They are gonna steal it away from
goodness.
Zeus. I don't believe it.
oh my goodness.
But their target prioritization doesn't mean that they are afraid of fights. Instead, they could be the smartest and the most dangerous hunter on the battleground. Another example of their target prioritization can be seen in the second day of the PMPL Finals, Game 5 in Miramar. They dropped in La Cobreria and didn't really have any problems up until the 4th circle. The zone forced them closer to 7 Cs, who they took care of without any issues. They shot them, got a few knocks, but they were in no hurry to rush them or finish them off. The next zone shifted away from them. in the favor of 1952 and Zeus. Now they realize that they must move in that direction, but fighting the teams who already have the zone advantage could be tough. To make things easier, they focused on finishing off 7Cs and R3D first, so that they won't have to worry about getting shot from the side. Once the people at the side were dealt with, they moved ahead slowly. Zeus, one of the strongest teams in the lobby in terms of firepower, had the zone advantage over them. This wouldn't be an easy fight, and DRS knew it. So instead of pushing them, they kept a distance and exchanged grenades. They knew that eventually someone would come to third-party Zeus, and when that happened, they capitalized on the chance and picked up a bunch of kills. They didn't win the game, but finishing third in a difficult zone like that proves how slyly DRS used their opponent's momentum against them. As we mentioned earlier, one cannot guarantee safety in such tournaments because danger can pop out of anywhere. In this example, we'll see how DRS Gaming are caught off guard but avoided hefty losses thanks to their default defensive stances. On day 1 of PMPL South Asia Finals, in Game 2 on Sandhawk, DRS were holding the hill to the north of Van, which was on the edge of the zone. It so happened that 7Cs were trying to push in the zone from behind them. 3 players of 7Cs rushed Nima and knocked him down. They would have finished him immediately if not for the spontaneous micro-decision making by DRS Gaming to provide instant backup to Nima. Gyalvin rushes up close instantly while AJ is seen lying prone and spraying from far off. This crossfire not only saved their ally but also decimated 7Cs in a matter of seconds. This cannot happen without having precise coordination and clarity of thought. To sum it up, DRS Gaming is a team that understands the game from the perspective of their opponents. They understand how to prioritize targets. They are excellent at identifying win conditions and working towards achieving them. We look forward to seeing more of DRS Gaming in the upcoming tournaments because we can all learn a thing or two from them. So are you going to continue playing safely?
We might play safely, but we'll surely be the most dangerous team in the lobby.
You surely are dangerous. We look forward to seeing you in the South Asia Championship to bring back glory to NP.